PoppyK, create, craft and make paper jewellery and challenges to break. PoppyK, create, craft and make PoppyK, subscribe, like, comment.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Kate. I hope you are doing well. Well, today I've been sent something absolutely amazing, and it's kind of connected to both of my channels. Over here it's obviously going to be crafting, but over on my other channel I'm going to style up what I have actually crafted. And this is a subscription box from Rocks and Chains, the lovely Fleur at Rocks and Chains, and she's kindly sent this to me. I'll show you so we've got Rocks and Chains. Here's all of the information on here, but I will link everything below. This is the monthly box. I've only literally just opened it. I haven't actually taken anything out yet, so hopefully, please focus, thank you. So I am going to go through the box with you. So it comes lovely wrapped and everything, and then inside you get this inspiration card. You get your items in the box, first impressions, mediums and skills, and first design ideas. And then on the other side you get like a little bit so you can sketch out a design, which is really cool. And then in here you get your it's called a relax and craft, and it's this is the July box, and this is what you get in the box. So I'm just gonna, that's sort of like the information, so I'm gonna dive on in. What I will do is just take all of these out. Oh look, oh that's amazing. Look, so you get a cup of tea, so when you're making you can have a cup of tea, and some chocolates. Thank you very much. I shall be having those after I've had my hash browns. Right, so keep that for later as well, and I might actually turn this box into a journal. So right, this is what you get in the box. I'll put my tea bag over there as well, and then in here you get a little card that you can pop up with your makes on the Facebook page or just on social media in particular. So this is really cool. So that's the website down there, but as I say, I will link all of the details to everything below. I'll just leave that there, and then you can peruse all that at your own desire. So which one? I will go with the bag first. So let's have a look, see what's in this bag. I will be using these as well in everything. You know me, I like to use everything. I'm just going to pop that to one side. Oh, hang on, there's still something in there. There we go. That's cool. Right, put that back in the box. So here we have got some wire, which is gilt copper wire. I love this wire, and I know exactly where this wire comes from, and it's probably the best wire ever. So you get 10 meters, that's really good. So 10 meters of wire, 6mm. We've got this lovely glitzy cord, okay, this turquoisey sky blue cord as well. That's elastic. How many meters is on there? Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how many meters is on that either. And then we've got this beautiful, beautiful cord here. Love that. Really regal looking. So you get some cords in there. So that's cool. So I'm just going to move these out here. And then let's have a look in these boxes, bags even. Ooh. And again, I shall be keeping these to use in my junk journals. This is the 6 and 9 or 6 to 9mm rice beads, A grade tiger's eye. Now tiger's eye is one of my favourites, and it's my dad's favourite as well. Look at that, you get, this is really good quality, and that sort of sheen on there, this is something that I did learn. It's called chatoyancy, and it's basically like the silks that are captured in the gemstone. How cool is that? I love this gemstone. So great colour combination there already. I've got ideas galore. They're all taped down, which is good as well. This is the findings. So in your findings pack, you're going to get a pair of shepherd hooks, head pins, bead caps, gold beads. Now I saw Fleur do a tutorial on her Facebook page with these, so I'm going to have an attempt to, that's going to be one of my things that I'm going to do, and then some jump rings. So what I will do is pop those back into the bag, and then they're not going to go anywhere. I'm not going to show you every project. I'll probably just do one project here, and then you can see the rest. And this is 6mm matte Amazonite rounds. Oh, they're sublime. I love the matte gemstones. Texture, I mean, look at that. You've got the gloss, you've got the sheen from the silk, and then you've got this lovely matte, almost velvet texture and look to it. It just adds, it's a really good juxtaposition between the two, actually, because you've got something that's got high shine and has also got like the silks in it and has a really nice chatoyancy, whereas this is very smooth, very velvety, and it's tactile as well. They're both very tactile gemstones. Great choice. And then got in here, oh, these are the, you get 20 I love sandalwood beads, and you get 3 Amazonite large whole Amazonite drums. So that is what we've got in our kit. So I'm going to go away, think up a few ideas, and then I'm going to create some bits for you, and then over on my other channel you can see all of the jewellery that I make with this, styled up with some clothes that I have gone out and specifically thrifted to go with this kit. So I will link my other channel as well below if you want to have a look at that. But I'm going to be back and I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I've actually made. First, I've made this fabulous stretchy bracelet. It's got just a mixture of all the gemstones. This sandalwood smells absolutely amazing. I love it. Also, if you want to see these pieces actually physically on, I'm going to dress them up with something that I have actually thrifted over on my fashion channel, which I shall link below. Here I've used some of the beautiful thread, and again we've got the sandalwood at the top here as well as a little clasp, and then I've done just alternate. We've got tiger's eye with the bead caps and the gold beads, and then we've got the Amazonite, the frosted Amazonite with some spiral details, and then I've made a little wire work feather. So I'm going for quite a boho look, so I've done that. And then I've also used the blue thread to create this dream catcher. So I've got a dream catcher pendant going into a rosary link up here, and I've alternated between the Amazonite, tiger's eye and sandalwood, going up just by 10 gemstones. And then I've used the 2 spirals there, the coils, for adding on the rest of the cord, and then I've done a little bit of a macrame section at the top, and then you can adjust the length of this. So as I say, if you want to see all of these in action, then you can run on over to there. So today I thought, while I've done all of that, I'm going to actually, in fact I'll take that out of the way, I'm going to show you how I've created these. Now you could have these earrings as little charms or something like that. You don't have to actually have them as earrings. So for this, you're going to need, out of the subscription box, your wire, the thread, the tiger's eye, one of your little Amazonites, and you are actually going to need extra. I've just used a little bit of Gorilla Glue, and of course the shepherd hooks. I haven't put these on yet because I'm going to show you how to do that afterwards. So I'm just going to set these aside and show you how we get to that point. So first we're going to take the thread, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut 4 inches. So 3 lots of 4 inches. So we've just cut 3 lots of 4, making sure that they're all the same length. You could kumihimo this if you wanted to do something like that as well. Kumihimo, for those of you that don't know, is it's like a braiding of the threads together. I think it actually means braiding hair or coming together of hair or something. I think it's that. So there we go. So now on all of the edges, be very, very careful. If you've got a thread zapper, then you can use that, but I'm using just a communal garden lighter, and I'm just gonna like that just to seal the edge to prevent it from fraying. As I say, if you're doing this for children, then obviously you need to do this. So now they're all sealed and ready to go. So this is just going to create the basis of your earring. So now we're going to work on this section here. So we're going to get some of the wire, and I'm using my 6-step bell making pliers. You can use just normal round nose pliers, but for a consistent coil, you're going to need something that's the same shape, whereas a round nose plier like this tapers. So you want something that's going to have a consistent shape. So I'm just going to take my pliers, and I'm using these 2 sections, the 2 top sections on the pliers. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the end of the wire, and I'm going to sit it inside the centre so it's sitting nice and flush, and we're just going to rotate the wrist and start creating a coil. And then once you get about halfway up this mandrel, just keep going and keep going. So about to here, I'm going to now take it round both of our pliers. Then I'm just going to bring that back round, and then it might feel a little bit tight, but we're just going to take that off, and what you're left with is something that looks like that. So we've got a little bit of a connecting point. So then we'll pop back in with our pliers again, and then avoiding that bit that we've just made, you're just going to keep going until you've got equal amounts of wire on both sides of our connector. So there we go. I'm just going to bring that round to there, and then we're just going to go in with some wire cutters and cut that off. Just get rid of the wire for the time being. And here, just put it on here, you'll be able to see. This is what we are left with. So we've got something that looks a little bit like that, and that is going to sit inside all 3 of your threads. Now, because we've got the cameras rolling, you know what's going to happen, don't you? It's going to take forever to put this in. So I'm going to, if it is going to take forever, I'll put this into fast forward. It probably is. And there we've got all 3 of our threads all the way through. And that is this section of your earring. Okay, so we're going to add in a jump ring now. So I'm going to bring in my pliers. I'm just going to grip with one side, and then we've got the other pliers on the other side. Now when you're opening pliers, if you're doing this for the first time, you always need to open north to south, like so. So you've got it, so it's like that. The reason you do it that way and not east to west is because it will keep its shape a lot better. I'm going to pop that into our connector, and then bring it back, give it a little wiggle, and there, these jump rings are cut so well you can hardly see the join, which is really cool. So that is where all of our gemstones are going to be attached to. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to create this section of our earring. Now obviously I've left this to glue for 24 hours. Depending on what glue you're using is obviously dependent on how long you leave it. I've left these overnight, so I will show you how to pop your shepherd hook on afterwards, but this is the component that we are now going to make. So I'll just move that out of the way. I'm going to use this section here on my bail making pliers, which is the second one down from the smallest, and I'm going to place my wire in. You want to be really tight with the coils. It's just the same as before, but obviously we're not going over the other coil or mandrel, and I literally just do it to the length, so it's probably about ½ inch or 1 centimetre, depending on how many threads you're using and how thick your threads are. Right, so as you can see now we've got really nice tight coil. I'm going to cut that like so. Obviously we won't be able to see it glued, but I just thought I would show you how to make it. And then I'm just going to pop my nail inside there so you can see it's stuck to my nail. And I'm going to lift this first coil up with my pliers, and we're just going to pop inside and bring that to create a little notch there. So that's going to be where your shepherd hook attaches to. If you wanted to, you could then, just for any other projects, you could do exactly the same on that side and you've got a really cool connector. But we are using it to effectively a bit like a bead cap, or a bead, just a bead cap on the end. And what I would do is I would squeeze some glue into there and then get all my cords together and then pop that inside the component, and it will stick in there. I actually haven't tied these together very well, but you get the idea. So that is going to stick inside. Go on, just one left. Go on. No, you want to. There we go. And then that's just going to stick inside there with your glue, and there you've got your component. So we'll just imagine that that's got glue on it. So now we're going to work on the underside of our earring. So first off, I'm going to take a bead, a tiger's eye bead, just cut away some of this wire, and I'm going to use my bail making pliers, put that bead inside there, and what I'm going to do is we're making a rosary link. So I'm going to use the smallest mandrel, and I'm going to bend the wire and then bring it back round, so then you've got a nice 90-degree angle. Then I'm going to wrap the shorter arm around the rest of the wire several times, and then we'll cut away the excess. And as you can see there, we've got a nice little loop and connector. I'm going to add our tiger's eye, and once we do that, it just makes it a little bit easier to crimp everything together. So now we've got that, we're going to create the connecting point on the other side. So we're going to take our bell making pliers again. You can do this again with your round nose pliers, and I'm just going to leave a little gap of roughly 5mm. Bring that round again, and as you can see, we've got our right angle as we did before. Pop that back in. You're going to wrap that around till your wire meets the bead. And there we have it. Get our pliers, cutters, cut that off. And there we've got our first section. So that's going to sit into the middle. So that'll sit in the middle of there. Now we're going to make the little spiral and put our Amazonite on there. So here we've got a piece of wire that's just left over, and it's roughly 2.5 inches. So depending on how big you want your spirals, again, is dependent on how much of the wire. The longer the wire, the bigger the spiral. So I'm just going to take my pliers, pop that in again, and we're just going to bring round the wire. So we've got something that looks like that. And what I tend to do is I like to sort of manipulate the wire a little bit, just to give it that little round, give it that round section. Then I'm going to go over my pliers and start bringing the wire round to create a spiral. Keep going. Like so. And now we've got probably about 1 inch left. And as you can see, it's not really sitting central. So we're going to pop in with our pliers at that point and rotate our wrists. So then you're creating a right angle. So you've got what looks like a little bit of a lollipop. Let's grab an Amazonite. Pop that on there. And then however long you want your, or big you want your connector to be, just going to pop that, do probably about 1 centimetre. And we'll come in with pliers, and then that, effectively like a jump ring, open it up, pop on your connector, close that, and that's the central part of your earring. And for the outer two on there, it's exactly the same as we've just done for there, but just with the tiger's eye. So what we're going to do now, and obviously you would then attach that to the jump ring. So what we're going to do now is just to add these shepherd hooks, which you get in the kit. And add these. And if you want to, you could put jump rings on these, but these do actually have a connecting point in them. And we will open that up, pop that on, and close that. We'll do exactly the same on the other side. And there we have got a pair of earrings to go with all the other beautiful delights that you're going to create with this amazing kit. As I say, I'm going to put all of the links to everything below, and please pop on over and have a look. This kit and these kits, I've looked at some of the past kits, amazing. Really, if you want to try something new over the summer holidays with children, or if you're just looking to kind of try something new and learn a new skill yourself, this is great. And the support network that you get throughout the Facebook page and everything like that, and ideas and tutorials, is amazing. So thank you so much to Fleur for sending me this fabulous subscription box. And as I say, if you want to see how all of the things that I've made look with my thrifted outfit that I specifically went out and thrifted to go with this kit, then please run on over to my other channel, which is PoppyK, and I'll link everything down in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.